All right, wealth seekers, let's talk about the power of REITs. Now, for those of you who don't know what that stands for, it stands for Real Estate Investment Trusts. These are basically companies you can buy in the stock market that every year have to pay you out 90% of their profits get returned to shareholders. So this is a great way to double down on wealth building and really long-term income generation for those who maybe don't want to buy a second home and maintain a second home, who maybe can't afford to buy a second home or buy a home. This is a great way to get in, build your wealth, and watch the power of what happens here. Okay, I'm going to share my screen with you guys and show you the power of what happens when you use these for wealth building and income generation. So I've got an investment calculator here. Now, here's the idea. We tell people, hey, if you can get, like most people, it's not a matter of not that they can't build wealth. It's just that they don't know how to do it, and B, they're so strapped in debt. They've got so much debt that they're paying, all their income goes towards debt. And so our whole philosophy is get debt free, learn to stay debt free, take that money that you're paying towards Visa and MasterCard and the banks and use that to build wealth. So let's just say you're 45. We're going to run this for 20 years to 65 years old. Average car payment right now is $1,000 a month, right? What if you got rid of the car payment and you can invest $1,000 a month or save $1,000 a month? What if you got rid of some credit cards, found maybe you did a side hustle or part-time or something, and you were able to bring in an extra $700 a month? Let's use that as our example here. Now we're going to start with nothing. Okay, this is how much do you currently have invested? $0. Okay, but let's just say you get debt free, get rid of the car payment, pay off a credit card or two, and you're able to free up $700 a month. Now, in terms of the rate of returns, we're going to say, let's just say you average 15% over the next 20 years. That's going to get you roughly to $1 million. Not bad, you're a millionaire. Woo! Right? Now, let's fast forward here. Let's pretend you're 65, you're ready to retire. You've built that $1 million nest egg. Okay, at that point, you say, I never want to invest another dime again for the rest of my life. What will your return be at that point? Now, the cool part about REITs is I've seen REITs pay out 18% year over year. We have one right now in the Generation Wealth Investment Club that's paying us 13% year over year. I've seen them 5, 6, 7%. So let's just say we average from this point going forward a 7% payout between all our REITs and all our dividends. Okay, 7% payout. Every year, regardless of which way the stock market goes, whether it goes up or goes down, every year, if you're in good, strong companies, you should get a return of roughly $75,000, a little bit more than $75,000. Hey, not bad. Pretty cool, right? But check this out. What if that original $1,048,000 continues to grow at 15%? Okay, so year 2, you've now got a nest egg that's worth $1.2 million. Again, let's just say they continue to pay out that same 7%. Now, keep in mind, every year a good company does raise its dividend. If REITs are doing well, they will pay out more. So we're just pretending all things are going to stay the same here, but it'll probably be better, to be honest. But let's say all things stay the same. Boom, at 7%, that $75,000 now turns to $87,000. In 1 year, you've given yourself a $12,000 raise just because the stock market has continued to go up. Now, let's do this one more time. At 15%, that's now $3.86 million, or $86 million. So $1.3 million right there. Again, at 7%, ready for this? Boom. Now every year, just your REITs, just your dividends, you're not touching the money in the market, you're just pulling out what they're paying you in dividends and REITs is paying you $100,000 a year. And basically 2 to 3 years into retirement, you've given yourself a 25% raise. Where in the working world do you get a 25% raise in 2 to 3 years? Nowhere. But that's the power of investing. That's the power of the stock market. That's the power of, doesn't matter what age and stage of life you're at, if you're willing to get into the market, it will, and get into good companies, okay, good market, good companies, it will produce a lot of money for you. It's what I call the great equalizer. It doesn't care if you're rich, poor, where you come from, what you own, don't own, any of that stuff. If you'll get into the market, buy good companies, hold them long term, this is what things can look like for you. Get to that $1 million mark. It's not hard to do. You can get there. But get to that $1 million mark. And look at that, the growth right there. That's what we're looking at, the growth, $100,000. And you can repeat this, right? We can continue to repeat this year over year. Maybe I'll do one more here. Let's just say we have another year at 15%. That's now 1.593. That's 193,000. Okay, let me make sure I got that right. 2. Hold on here. Yeah, I had that right. Again, 7%. Now keep in mind, they will raise it over time, but 7%. Boom, that's $115,000. So in a matter of 3 to 4 years, you've gone from a $75,000 income to a $115,000 income, and it continues to grow year over year. And this is why I love REITs. This is why I love having dividends in my portfolio here that can continue to pay that out. Now, that's regardless of which way the market goes. If the market goes up, great, your portfolio is even higher. If the market goes down, generally you're still going to make the same amount of money. Awesome, guys. Well, this is what we do in the Generational Wealth Investment Club every week. If you want to know the best stocks, the best dividend stocks, the best REITs to get into, we talk all about that in the Generational Wealth Investment Club. We'll see you on the next one.